I'm at the Camellia Festival in Newberg, and it's really a wonderful festival, so many things to do, and one of those things that you could see is ikebana, which is flower arranging, but it's really a different thing. So I'm with Nana, who's going to be here today, and so really when I say flower arranging, that's not really the correct term for this kind of style, is it?
Well, it's well accepted, so I'll go ahead and use it, but it's more than just flower arranging. It's really, like any fine art, it's self-expression. It happens to be traditional Japanese fine art using plant materials and more, something like this.
Right, so you were saying too that really you don't even have to use a flower, you can just use natural materials.
Yes, yes. It could be leaves, it could be wood, it could be anything that you find in nature.
And so then how do you get your inspiration? Where do you get that from?
It could be anything and everything. It could be a vase that your friend gave you or a piece of wood that your friend found for you. So it's really anything and everything. And
so you put it together in a way that's pleasing and interesting and unique.
Exactly, but then it's very subjective. So I love this, and you may not like it, or you love it. So anything goes.
And really, it has so much to do with your feelings.
Yes.
And maybe spirituality.
Right. Yeah, it's a connection with the plant, but then you want to express it too. You are not doing it just by yourself. It's in the public now, so I have to show somehow to get connection with you.
Ah, that is really interesting, and something so different than Western flower arranging that we see in a vase, and it's beautiful, but it's maybe just on that level. So this is much deeper than that.
Yes, and we talk about the negative space. Don't just fill it in. I mean, it goes on and on and on. Yes.
Well, she is going to be doing some demonstrations here. She also has workshops available, so you have to come over to the Camellia Festival and talk to Nana and see her beautiful artwork. And so I am also going to go over and talk about camellias. So I'll be right back. Well, now we have to talk about camellias because that's why we're here. I'm with Collier Brown, who is a past president of the Camellia Society, and you really brought us just a small percentage of what we can see here today.
That's correct.
And can you tell us about some of them? Okay,
this is called Lily Ponds. It's named for an opera singer, and this one comes from Oregon. This is a native Oregonian from 1955.
Beautiful.
This is very Japanese. This is a camellia of the samurai warriors. The flat petals and the huge center are very typical of Japan and some of its camellias. This was another one done in Alabama by a famous Japanese nurseryman named Sawada. It's called Sawada's Dream. It represents a lifetime of work on his part.
So pretty.
This is a beautiful Japanese camellia called Tinsei or Bokuhan. It dates back to about 1875. It came to this country, I think, in 1931. And this...
that is huge.
This baby, that's my hand.
Wow.
Is called Dr. Clifford Parks. And this was a different species. This is Camellia reticulata. And it was developed by a retired college professor in North Carolina.
Wow, and such a different range. Amazing to see all these ones here. But this year, there's even going to be more unique ones.
That's right. This flower show is held in conjunction with the spring meeting of the American Camellia Society. And some of its most distinguished members will be here, and some of them will be bringing their own flowers to show, as well as the ones we Oregonians have.
So really there's so many to see here, and that show will be a juried show and you can see all the winners. Well, that's just another part of what's going on, but I am going to talk with Erin, who's having a great photo op with Miss Kitty, Hello Kitty, which you can meet Miss Kitty here. And so Erin, what else is going on today?
So it's an all-day free community event from 10 to 4. We have Lee's Lion and Dragon Dancers, we have Kotokai, we have Ikebana demonstrations, you were with Nana earlier. It's kids activities all day, art activities, martial arts. It's just a full day of excitement and celebration.
And it is so wonderful. I mean, and the flowers are looking gorgeous this year.
They are, and there are wholesale plant sales all day long as well. So,
Well, really, you have to come out to Newberg. You can go to gardentime.tv and we'll click all the times to come out Flower Day out here in Newberg. Thanks so much. Have a wonderful day. Thanks, Hello Kitty.